Well, right now it's just basically I'm working on a new project, DNK, featuring myself and Fadda Moses and Jamelody. The track was produced by DLL out Arima. So right now that was the first single of my new EP that will be released later this year, Alive and Well. So look out for the EP as well as other singles coming too. Actually, the video for DNK will be released first week in April. To be honest, I haven't gotten negative feedback about the track at all. In times where everybody has something to say and everybody wants to be a critic, but the track is something different. It's something that was never done in reggae music or dancehall music in Jamaica or Trinidad. So it's something that I created, and the concept was something different and nobody never heard. So they can't fight it now because they don't understand it. Well, actually, like last year I got the idea to sample the Sizzler because that was one of my favorite Sizzler songs, and I just say, I could use something from this now. The song had real depth now. It had substance. So it was the first line, them never know you would make it in our life, and that line, that could reach so far now. Because as young people trying to do new things that people mightn't understand our vision, and everybody gonna understand your vision. So sometimes more people doubt your craft and doubt your talent and doubt the ideas what you have, but them never know them never know we would be something better than what they thought we was. Well, you see, in Trinidad, why will believe, right? Everybody think that we real up to the time where things concern, but when I travel I realize that some things we lacking. The ideas and the concepts that we have in our head, how things work is not really how it works now. So as young artists we just need to keep doing our thing, and yeah, and it's a learning experience. Every time you try something, I know they say you might fail, but you might not achieve exactly what you set out to achieve. You just try something different. Try something different and get different results. Actually, this EP is something very close to my heart now, because the song and the idea, the tracks of the EP. The EP has 7 tracks, right? And I wanted, from you press play on the EP, the first track, the intro, you hear something that you never hear before. It's just something not unusual, but just the ideas and putting the stuff together. I use plenty live instruments and young ideas in the music now. And we almost done. We have like 2 tracks again to wrap up. Actually, this will make it like 6 months now. 6 months been working on the EP. You see, is time to because sometimes you might have the idea, but you might not really know how to deliver it. And then now it's time thinking and going in the studio and then different ideas. So because it's a team effort, it's about different people have different ideas, and making one unit now. So we'll work on a track, then the team will come in and listen to it, and then we'll be like, well, alright, we could do this with it, or why we don't try this to do this, you understand, and try to make it as best as possible, the product as best as possible. Well, basically just look out for the video coming soon, DNK. I know I have to say big respect to Fadda Moses and Jamelody for giving me the strength and being on the track. Yeah, man, and keep supporting the track. Future, look out for a new track coming named Warzone. That is actually the second track of the EP. The crime situation in Trinidad right now, it's our next level where every day we seeing males and females being murdered in Trinidad and Tobago, and I just taking this opportunity to say my partner, because at the end of the day, for us to make change at the start with ourselves now. The government and the police officers have no power to stop the crime now. The only people who could stop the crime is the people who doing the crime. You understand? And that is the people now. not all, but a few people who doing it. We need to have different ideas and do different things, because the reason why crime going on, I believe, is because the youths have no other option. That is what they're seeing. That is what the example, the bigger ones setting for them in their environment. We warring because my brethren warring too. That is why I war. I warring because I don't like that one down there, and it's just, a bunch of stupidness nowadays. So we need to just come together and have more ideas as youths, and the people now need to find more avenues for young people to go into, to entertain themselves too, because we come in a age where everything is social media and entertainment. It's not about the youths and them don't want to go out on a field and really play football anymore, or back in my day we would have go out and play pitch or cricket, or it's a different age we living in. So the youths elevate, so the system need to elevate along with the youths too. We need to find out what the youths into, and make avenues for them to follow the dream, and make avenues for them to make money off the dream, because that is what everybody else in the world does. If you're in America or Europe or wherever, and you go to school, you could go to school and do art, and you gonna have a career doing art. You understand? So Trinidad just need to get more up to the time with the things in place that the system put in place for us. As a youth, Stephen, I try to do my part, as I say now. If something touch me, I like to to deal with it in that kind of way. What I'm saying? And the youths, I always, when it comes to crime, and I say I live on both sides of the fence now. I see what the youths and them who doing the crime, I see them day to day, and I see the uptown side of it. So I believe I know the difference, and I know psychologically what the youths thinking, because I was a youth too, and I went through my phase and I transitioned into something else, because growing up in Tunapuna is now Westmoreland. Even though I came up from a good family, mom and dad together and that kind of thing, still the element was around me, to go out there and see people doing wrong things. And yes, I did dibble and dabble in things as a youth, as a teenager, where everybody does dibble and go through the transition, but if it wasn't for music and the love I have for music, then I probably would have been in that same situation. And all it took was somebody to give me a chance, somebody to try me and say, alright, Rascal, yeah, let me carry in a studio, I like your vibes, So that is basically what the youths need to, a chance, somebody to give them a chance to do what they want, Somebody had to pass the torch. And I believe in Trinidad and Tobago, we had the concept that only soca artists could get big, and that is a wrong concept, because the Caribbean birthed the new generation of music. If it's not country, if it's any other music, reggae, hip hop, what it may be, soca it came from the Caribbean. And the world doesn't watch us as Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, Guyana. They watch us as Caribbean people. You understand? So we need to understand now that, alright, unity is strength. So stop trying to fight where we come from. We come from Trinidad, so we have to sing soca. Because at the end of the day, the biggest artists and the artists who win Grammys for best reggae album, and these things doesn't even be Jamaicans most time. It does be Jews or some white girl from Europe who won it the last time. You know what I'm saying? It's about music, and it's about making a good product where people could relate to and accept. So I believe the concept, I think it had to change with Trinis. They need to be willing to accept, and change and difference, and stop being stuck in your way. Well, we come from a culture where it's to fight down we brother, to fight down the man who rise, and when we ain't seeing that if we come together, you know, I always say a closed fist harder than an open palm, you know, will always hit harder than an open palm now, because unity is strength. And if different elements could come together and make one driving force, then nothing should be able to stop that, you know. My most recent OMG moment would be probably when my girlfriend told me she was pregnant. Actually, I'm waiting for the birth of my youth man very soon.
You know, it's a boy?
Yeah, it's nice. It's a boy. Hoping, you know, God bless. It's a boy, you know. So that was a life-changing moment for me, you know. Before it was all about me, you know. So now I need to take time to understand, alright, it's not about you anymore. You know, you need to put this person in front of you, and it had to be about them because he is gonna carry on my legacy, right? So I had to make sure, you know, you man up to the time, and our next little artist maybe coming up. Yeah, well, Dem Fi Know, this is Raskality, and you're tuned into OMG Magazine, right? Just want to big up all the supporters supporting Rascal right now, supporting the movement, supporting the new track DNK, you know, keep supporting and keep moving and pushing forward. Dem Fi Know.